So we're going to attempt to explain a feature in Lizzy that we've added some functionality to, but I want to kind of start from the beginning and explain what happens. So let's pretend that we have a multi-location environment. So we have a dealership here and we have another dealership over here, and this dealership orders from Honda and this dealership orders from Kawasaki, and the both dealerships actually work on both types of units and they order parts for both types of units. But we obviously can't order the Honda parts from this dealer. We have to order it through the other dealership. And so one of the things that we had the ability to do was to go into, and I'm going to show you this in Lizzy in a moment, but we had the ability to go in and tell Lizzy that I want to order everything for this dealership here. I want to order it through this dealership. So you basically would go into the settings control. So we're over here, we're in settings and then general and then multi-locations. And we have the ability to tell it to order all parts through the other location. Now, what happens is the parts will actually come into, and in this case, they'll arrive in this dealership. That's a terrible truck, but you get the point. But the parts will get offloaded in this dealership and received into inventory in this dealership. But what actually happens is there is a dealer transfer sheet in Lizzy, and I'll show you that in just a moment as well. But there's a dealer transfer sheet that these parts show up on. So basically, when those parts are received into inventory or into the system, Lizzy tells the person doing the receiving to put those in a box labeled dealer 1. And so if this is dealer 1 here, then this is dealer 2, then the parts will actually get put in a box and taken over to the other dealership or shipped to that location at that particular time. The problem is when this was done, all parts got ordered through the dealership, and that was the only functionality that we needed. Well, now we have had situations come up where dealers are needing to only order certain suppliers from the other location. So in this case, I am at dealer 1 and I want to order a part from dealer 2. I want to order a Honda part. Well, I only want to order Honda parts. If it's a Kawasaki or some other brand, I'm going to order it directly at this particular point over here. So what we have done is we're in the same control. You still have the order parts through location. If you only set the location that you want to order the parts from, then everything will work like it used to. Every single supplier that you have will all get ordered from the other location and then shipped over to us as we need it. However, if you want, you can select this little truck here beside it, and if you point to it, it'll tell you to assign suppliers to order through the location. And so what happens, and I'll select the one down here, actually, I'm sorry, one of these has already got something on it. So in this case, I have actually said that any parts that I'm going to get from this main location, I'm going to order them through this location, but only for these two suppliers. So basically what happens is if you don't put anything in this list at all parts are going to get ordered from the other location. If you start supplying suppliers in here, as soon as you put the first one in here, then only parts that are going to be ordered from this supplier for this location will get ordered from the other location. So let's say Tuckeraki, I order it from all locations, but Honda I need to order through the one location. So I'm only going to put Honda in this list, and as soon as I do that, Honda parts are going to be the only thing that gets ordered from the other location. Now, if we go back over here, I mentioned the locations. Let me see if I can get it to come up here. Process items, receive transfers. So basically what's going to happen is the system is going to take a bunch of parts, tell the guy to put them in a box. That box is going to get brought over to the dealership that placed the order, and we need to receive them in, but there's no purchase order to receive against because the purchase order has already been received from the main location. We just have a box, but we do need to verify that we got all the parts that we're looking for, and we need to know where to put those parts when they come in. And so going to parts, process items, and doing a receive transfer, this is going to give me a list of all the items that I need, that I should have in the box that I'm receiving in, that have been transferred from the main dealership. So the system tracks every single aspect of placing the order, making sure that it's received in properly, putting it in a box, bringing it over to the other location, and gives you the facility to be able to receive it in and know what I'm supposed to do with all of those parts.